Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and hello. It's Lynn here from the Learn English Network with Talk to the Hand, and we are going to finish our discussion and listening to and talking about the $1,000 Worth It Challenge, where they took us from a $1.99 ice cream to a $1,000 ice cream. So first we're going to just listen to what we didn't have time to last week with the text, okay? And then once we've finished that, it's only a short bit at the end, from the end of the video. Once we've finished that, we will open up to anybody who wants to join us and come and speak with us. Okay, so let's begin with when they start to vote about what their worth it winner was. That means which ice cream they thought was the best value, not the most delicious, not the tastiest, not their favorite, but the best value. That's what worth it means. Yeah, worth it. It's worth it. Thank you, Shiny. Thank you. So yes, April, you should hear something. We're going to have to do some sessions on anything and something. You should hear something, as in me, or you should hear someone. Okay. So if you can't, April, Shiny can. So guys, if you could just 111 me, if you can hear me and it's clear before I start streaming. Live stream offline. No, it's online. Silence. No voice. Okay. Have you cleared your cache, guys? Monique 222, Hazel 111. Okay. Try refreshing. Try refreshing. Half can hear me, half can't. April can. Okay. Now you can. Okay, now you can. Strange. Very strange. I was talking the whole time, so it'll be interesting to see what comes through on the actual broadcast. Okay, so now you can all hear me. Fingers crossed. I hope you'll be able to hear this. So if you can hear the recording, could you 111 me again once you can hear the recording so that I know I'm not playing to an empty room? Okay, so bear with me 1 second. I'll just have to make sure. Oh yes, I'll need to enable that. Okay, so 111 me if you can hear.
I'm on so much sugar right now, Andrew.
You gotta stop having ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
If there was like a $150 version of that, I would get that regularly.
That's a lie.
Ice cream.
Okay, so this is where they start to really talk quite quickly, I'm afraid. Okay, so, oh, wrong window. Hang on a second. And at the beginning, he's on a sugar rush. He says, I'm on so much sugar right now. Almost like sugar is acting like a drug. Okay, we might have a bit of a connection issue with you, Traum. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it will settle down. Okay, so let's have another listen with the text this time. Sorry, I forgot to put the text up. So let me just...
I'm on so much sugar right now, Andrew.
You gotta stop having ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
If there was like a $150 version of that, I would get that regularly.
That's a lie.
Ice cream and cat.
So, I haven't given you permission yet, Traum. We're listening first. Oh, you didn't hear this bit, did you? We're listening and reading first together, and then afterwards I will invite everybody in. Okay? Good, you can hear me. Good, yes. Remember, when you're an attendee, you can hear, and when you're a presenter, you can speak. You only become a presenter when I accept your request to speak. Okay, Good. Relax. Hello, Muna. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's carry on. Next bit of the text. As I say, they're going to start talking about which one is their worth it winner.
VR is my new favorite thing.
So we had 3 different ice creams across 2 different cities. Which ice cream was the most worth it at its price?
On a hot summer day, just wrapped up at the beach, Foster's Freeze is the place I would go to first. The flavors you get at Scoops, that's my worth it winner.
Wow.
Okay, so Andrews voted that Scoops is his worth it winner. And notice again, which ice cream was the most worth it at its price? Okay, so which one was the best value but also worth having? Some things can be cheap and minging, as in revolting. You wouldn't want to eat them. April, you and I were talking about generic products and branded products, and I still prefer Kellogg's cornflakes to any cornflakes from supermarket brands. Admittedly, I've never tried Aldi. I don't go to Aldi. I'm a snob. Okay. Any questions so far? Aldi's. Yeah, I know, April. It's just, it's such a horrible experience, and they treat their staff so horribly. You know, they have to get through so many different customers all the time. You know, speed. No time to chat or relax or say, hello, how are you today? I like other shops. Any questions? You okay? Everybody happy? Good. Excellent. Okay, now, unfortunately, there's a little bit of swearing in this, but they start to relax here. They've gone off script, kind of. So they've gone a little bit off script. And then suddenly they see puppies. Now, in all honesty, when they see the puppies, I'm just, I couldn't figure out what they were saying. We'll talk about the puppies when I invite you in to speak. Okay. I couldn't figure it out. I'm sorry. It was like, okay, I have no idea what you guys just said. So when it comes to the puppies, forget it. No idea. Yeah, that noise he made. What was that? Okay, let's carry on.
Cuban cigar, coffee, ice cream, that's the next level. It just kind of expands your mind in a way that food kind of rarely does.
I felt like a little kid this entire trip. Eating ice cream for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Come on, ice cream is the best.
Oh, they got puppies.
What?
Oh,
What?
buddy. What? Worth it.
Serendipity.
Just like, what? Did you not see the puppies, April? Puppies and kittens. Yeah, he goes, oh, beep. They got puppies. Oh, what? Oh, buddy. Like, eek. Just didn't get it. I did my best. Okay, I did my best to help you understand what they were saying. But generally, they were just exclamations of surprise and joy. Okay. And let's face it, who doesn't like kittens and puppies? They are the stars of the internet. You forgot already. Oh, I forgot that. I forget that. That would mean you do it all the time. I forgot it. Oh, I had forgotten that. Or I had already forgotten that. Okay. Okay. So let's carry on. And we go back to the ice cream eventually. Up to the end. Okay.
Oh my god, that whole experience changed my life. Changed my life, but it was $1,000, and I don't typically have $1,000 on me. All that being said, I think I'm gonna have to go with Foster's Freeze. The classic flavors, the ones you want, and the value on that is insane. That to me is the epitome of ice cream.
Adam?
He says scoops. I don't know, what are we gonna do now?
Eat something, eat real food. All right, we're done.
No idea what he says at the end there either. I could have sent them a message saying, "What did you just say?" But it doesn't matter. It's like, maybe it's something he does every video. I don't know. We'll find out maybe if we do another of these. So let's just listen to the end, which is an introduction to their next challenge. Okay, but you can watch that and listen to it on your own, because I think we'll be done with this particular thread this week. Okay, so let's get right through to the end.
I know that people are going to look at this pizza and say it's burnt. What do you think about that?
Who's gonna say that?
Okay, so I'll be honest, I watched that right to the end again because I was transcribing, and I thought I wouldn't say that to that guy's face. He looks really scary. But yeah, suddenly they start beeping and beeping. I'm like, oh no. But it's the internet. People beep on the internet. So any questions about the text? So which was the winner in the end? Which ice cream was the worth it winner? Was there an outright winner? Yeah, bleep, beep. It's when you bleep out the swearing, April. They call it bleeping. Bleep, bleep. Okay. Okay, let's invite Traum. She's been. Traum, your hand must be aching. I'm going to invite you in as speaker now. Ah, Rima, there you are. Hi. Nice to see you. I know you might not be able to join us today, Rima, if you're at work, but what is an epitome? Well, something that's described as the epitome of something. Okay, it's the, I suppose, classic example of that thing. Okay. It's the perfect example of a particular thing. So in this case, he's saying that the experience they had at Serendipity was the epitome of every dream ice cream you could ever have. Okay. If you look up, it can be used in many different contexts, not just ice cream, of course. Okay. But what you can do is you can Google example of epitome in a sentence, literally that. You can do this with most words. It's not worth doing it with common words, but if you find a word that's a little unusual, just try Googling examples of use epitome in a sentence. Okay. So the fashions presented were the epitome of the style in the 1930s. There you are. That's the first one I've come across. So you'll find then the same kind of usage of the word or different usages of the word, but in real sentence examples, just by Googling that. There's this one, which is in your dictionary. There are other ones like Word Hippo, other websites that are parsing the internet. They're basically searching for examples of sentences on the internet. It's the internet. Use your common sense. Think, is that a sensible example? But that one's fine. Okay. Like the cherry on top. No, the cherry on top is more of an extra. The cherry on top, you didn't have to have a cherry on top of your ice cream, did you, April? But it was there as an extra little bonbon, as an extra thing. It's not the epitome of an ice cream, a cherry on the top, is it? No. Okay. Okay, has Traum managed to join me? Traum, are you here? Hermina? Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yay! Excellent.
great.
Don't forget, when you get into the room, type Mike, and then I can invite the next one in.
Okay. I wrote, I have written at the same time when I entered the room, I got it. Can you see it? But next time,
Oh,
write Mike. Yeah.
yes. I didn't notice it because I got the cheapest one. Oh, got it. I thought you meant got it. I understand what an epitome is.
No.
Because if you notice, what is an epitome? Hazel asked. Hi, Hazel. And then you wrote got it. And I thought that was in response to my excellent example. My fantastic explanation. I thought, hey, great, she's got it. I'm wrong. Okay, Monique. Hi. Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello. Excellent. Hey, it's working, guys. Yay. I don't know why it was so hiccupy at the beginning, but that's life. That is life. So, what did you think about the results? Was there an overall winner of this Worth It challenge?
I think the purse or the wallet won.
You think the first one won it? Actually, it was a split decision. Andrew said, okay, on a hot summer day, just wrapped up at the beach, Foster's Freeze is the place I would go to first. However, then he said, the flavours you get at Scoops, that's my Worth It winner. Because he likes the flavours. Then he goes on about that Cuban cigar coffee ice cream. Yeah. So Andrew, the Palmer gentleman, he voted for Scoops. Was Scoops the winner? Did Stephen agree?
I think Steven, he said something about Foster's, but Adam, he says, I mean, he didn't say anything, but
And Adam disappeared.
yeah, but apparently he says Scoops, so.
Okay. Well, Stephen said serendipity. Oh my God, that whole experience changed my life. But it was $1,000, and I don't typically have $1,000 on me. Who does? So he said, all that being said, I think I'm going to have to go with Foster's Freeze. The classic flavors, the ones you want, and the value on that is insane. That to me is the epitome of ice cream, as in that is how ice cream should be. That's the best example of ice cream. So Stephen actually goes with Foster's Freeze. So it was a split decision, but neither of them thought Serendipity 3 was worth it, as in the winner. They both went on, one went on price and the classic flavors, and the other went on classic ice cream, but with multiple different flavors. Okay. Now, do you agree with their decision, or do you think Serendipity 3 was worth it? Type Mike. So, Monique, which one would you have voted? I know you haven't had the pleasure of tasting them all, but you'll have to take their word for it.
I should taste that before anything else, but
I know, sorry, I can't afford to take us all to New York.
But I would maybe choose between, of course, Foster's and the Scoops, but I don't, maybe Scoops, because it offers maybe a different option. So yeah, maybe I would like. Actually, I think that I would love to taste those Frankenstein concoctions.
Yeah. I'm still not 100% convinced about cigar flavored ice cream, to be honest. But then I'm not convinced about dessert caviar either. I'm like, dessert caviar, fish eggs on my pudding. Are you kidding me? I do not want fish spawning in my ice cream. Thank you. What about you? Why he said is insane? Okay. Rima, what you'd say is there, but why did he say, and I'm not sure what he said about being insane here. It's insane.
About spending that amount of money, I
Yeah,
think.
on
Yeah,
that is
insane.
insane. So it's insane, basically. Spending money on that is insane. So what you say, why did
Crazy.
he say it's insane? Okay. It's Monique, you pretty much got it. Do you want to explain to Rima?
Yeah, it's I mean, crazy when you think about it. Oh my gosh, it's insane. So it's another way just to I don't know, to express your when you are shocked about something.
Yeah, it's a way of expressing incredulity. Incredulity. You cannot believe that people actually go out spending that amount of money on what is basically a pudding. It's a pudding. $1,000 pudding, anybody? No, thank you. I'll just have the Foster's freeze. I give the others the chance to join first. Oh, April, I can always kick you out if anybody else wants to join. Go on, put your hand up. I don't think Rima can talk today, so I think he's back at work, back at his desk. Okay, Traum, what do you think? Would you agree? Which one would you choose? Scoop, Foster's Freeze, or Serendipity 3?
As for me, definitely I won't choose the the most expensive one. That's far too expensive.
Can you imagine? No, I just want Trump. Here's a scenario for you. Can you imagine? It wouldn't just be you, would it? Because you'd have to take your kids and your husband too. So that's what, $4,000. Ouch!
No.
I wonder if you can have one and 4 spoons.
Yeah, including a cat, our cat.
Now that I'd pay to see. Taking a cat into Serendipity 3 and feeding it their most expensive ice cream.
No, it's a no-go. Some ice cream shops will probably offer it, but I don't know one, I have to say. And if there is gold leaves on it, then I feel like you. That's also a no-go because gold doesn't belong on food. And I think I would try the Fosters firstly. It could be that I like it, it's my taste, and why should I take an inexpensive one when I satisfied with the cheaper one? Yes, what shall I say? It's just it's just an ice cream, and it's just food, and I wouldn't make a fuss out of it, to be honest.
Okay, I would make a fuss about it. Yeah.
I wouldn't make a fuss about it.
So why have they done it, do you think? Any ideas? Why has Serendipity 3 decided to create this rather extravagant concoction?
Lynn, I think there always must be something on the top. And the crazier, the better. I mean, it's the best advertisement, maybe. He will present his shop as an expensive.
Spot on. Now, I think you're spot on. I mean, what fantastic. If you just look at the $1,000 ice cream, not just this video, but generally, it was in all the newspapers. Free advertising, even if nobody ever buys one, they've suddenly got the advertising, and then people go in there and they maybe don't buy that one, but they buy something else. Maybe. What do you think, Monique? Businesswoman of the year.
No, I think, yeah, I mean, probably that would be one of the options, but also, as I wrote before, because posh people ask fancy things, so if they have a lot of money, so they need just to put their money somewhere. So they would be just a good place to, I don't know, to spend your money.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. They've not lost anything by offering, as long as they've got the ingredients there that they can create it. If somebody does come in to buy it, fantastic. They've made money. But they're not losing anything by putting it on the menu. Okay. Hey, April, can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Lynn, may I say something?
Strong. Yes, yes, of course.
I think this kind of ice cream, this Sundae, this is expensive one, would be cheaper. I think it's cheaper than to install some advertisements, because advertisements are very expensive, and so people will hear, oh, that's crazy, and they will remember the shop, even they would never buy it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when you look, I mean, ice cream is extremely popular. Oh, by the way, just quickly, Monique, ask for fancy things. If posh people ask fancy things, it means they ask fancy questions. But if they ask for fancy things, it means they request fancy stuff. Okay. And you're right. I mean, rich people, not posh people. There's a difference between posh and rich. You can be posh and poor. Look at me. I'm posh. I'm not rich. Rich people do like to. Well, I think when people have got so much money, they can buy anything. They do want to see just how far they can take it. You know, what can I ask for that people will be willing to provide me? Have you ever seen that film? Was it the $1 Million Question or something, where a guy offered a girl, kept putting the money up. He wanted her to, I think it was spend the night with him. Robert Redford, I think it was. I can't remember what it was called. April? Oh, by the way, April, I didn't hear you. Can you hear me? Can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yay! Yes. You're rich but not posh. Oh, you're rich. Excellent.
Of course, I'm
The ice
rich.
creams are on April, everybody.
But I'm not poor, so I'm not going to serendipity. I'm not
Okay.
posh.
So you've just joined the call. Which one do you think was the most worth it, in your
The
opinion?
first,
If you consider
frozen frost.
No, you're getting there. Can anybody help April out?
Foster's
Freeze.
freeze.
Frozen Frost. Probably not the best name. Would you like some? Yeah, Foster's Freeze. Yeah. Okay, because I mean, you just have to accept that you would like it. Oh, you'd like it as much as the guys did, because they didn't go, yuck.
Something bad in mind. Will link to the conversation we had on Kindly.
Yeah, don't. Promise. Oh, I'm so glad. Do you know, I didn't do this deliberately, honestly, but when we were talking about all those different things, my mic was muted, so nobody will know what I was talking about. They'll just hear you guys. It was an interesting conversation, though, and quite rightly, you know, you need to talk about these things. Who knew? 95% water in your wee-wee. There you go. Anyway, when you actually look at the market for ice cream, it is huge. Okay, absolutely huge. But do you know who the most successful brand? Which is the most successful brand of ice cream? Which company makes the most ice cream in the world? Any idea? Nestle. Okay, Nestle. Good guess.
What was the question, Lynn? I didn't pay any attention.
Which company makes the most ice cream, or gets the most money from ice cream? Which has the global dominance on
At
ice
this
cream?
moment, maybe Ben and Jerry, no?
Eskimo?
Okay. Oh gosh, we're getting
Haagen-Dazs?
Haagen-Dazs, okay. Haagen-Dazs is actually second. Okay. Now, this is where companies can sometimes fool you, because the most successful ice cream company, you wouldn't associate it with ice cream. Unilever. Have you ever heard of Unilever?
You should.
Never.
National.
No, yeah, but not in ice cream. Unilever is for me soap and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's because
Do
they
you
have
know
sorted
what brands they actually own, Unilever, on ice cream? They actually own Ben and Jerry. And they actually own Magnum. They own 8 of the 15 top ice cream brands in the world. They just buy them up. Once they become successful, Unilever is the sort of company that buys successful companies. Okay, so 8 out of 15 of the top selling brands actually belong to Unilever. And I can assure you they're not making any $1,000 ice creams. What they do is they pile them high and sell them cheap. Although Magnum's not that cheap, to be honest. I'll be honest, it's not that cheap. But Haagen-Dazs was second. And at least they do kind of... oh, hang on, I've got Germans talking at me. Now, their closest rival is Nestle. And they have 4 brands. Okay. But Nestle has been losing out to Unilever. I thought it was a really good guess, though, Nestle. I thought it was a very good guess, Hazel. But yeah, Unilever. Who'd have thought it? I think of bathroom cleaning products. And Ben & Jerry's was bought by Unilever in 2000. Okay. So if you think you're buying Ben & Jerry's, as in the independent ice cream makers of old, the guys who bought in fair trade as an ice cream, no, not anymore. It belongs to Unilever. So, what is your favourite brand of... Oh, sorry, April, take the mic.
What do you call, for example, we have here also in Belgium our own ice cream producers. Producers. And how can I say that I like to buy that, from my country, from this country made. It's not homemade.
No, country. Yeah, I know what you mean, but country made would be more. If you said to me country made, I'd think of the. I think it's butter, country made. Locally sourced domestic produce, domestic products. Yeah, that's a good one. Domestic products tends to kind of imply higher end stuff and maybe washing machines, etc. But local or national, okay? I like to buy...
Okay, national.
It's difficult with ice cream because it's a food product and you tend to think about locally sourced for food. But locally sourced kind of means from the farms in the area. Yeah. And nobody really expects locally sourced yogurt or locally sourced ice cream because it's a dairy product and not every area can create dairy because you need rich pasture land, you need, good quality soil and grass and everything else moo cows like to eat. So it's a tough one. I'll try and think about national ice cream. No, that sounds so much like wartime. Like we had a national cheese during the war in the UK. They had a national cheese. It was the only cheese people could buy.
Yeah, I can say Belgium ice cream.
Yeah.
But then you don't know that it. Yeah, but you don't know that it is from our own country. Yeah? If I say I like Belgium, you as English, as British, you can say I like I like Belgium chocolate.
Yeah. I mean, Belgian chocolates should, of course, be made in Belgium. But of course, the ingredients could come from anywhere. In fact, they have to, because chocolate is not grown in Belgium. So, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm just wondering what you can call, see, we have local ice cream that I buy, but it is local. It is made locally, as in to this area, to the Frankfurt area. So how you could say that you like it from your particular country. And again, is it really? You get chocolate ice cream, if that's your favourite flavour. I don't think there is a word for it. Yeah, I don't think there is a word for it. American ice cream, what's that? English ice cream. It makes no sense, because there's so many different ingredients in it that could have come from the other side of the world. The Congo, Ecuador, Colombia. Coffee ice cream from Colombia. So yeah, difficult one. I don't think there is. I just use local. Okay. Locally made.
Locally 2 weeks ago, I think when I couldn't join, I told you about in Brasilia that they have a special ice cream palace for pets, special for pets.
Yeah.
So they come, the owner the owner of the pets, of the animals, come there, and they give their pets, their dogs, cats, I don't know, birds maybe also, ice cream. It's special, built for pets.
Wow. Don't tell Leica. But do they also sell ice cream for the humans?
Not in that place. Not in that place.
Wow, just for the doggies.
Yeah.
That sounds miserable to me. Actually, to be honest, Leica prefers to get something I've been eating rather than to have, because she gets her food, but she loves getting something I've eaten, like the leftovers or scraps from my plate. She just adores it. So I'm not sure if she'd actually like having an ice cream that was just hers. She'd rather steal mine. Well, exactly. That's the problem we've got, Rima. Do all ingredients, now that's with an E at the end, I'm sorry, ingredients have to belong to one particular country to be called national? I would say yes. Yeah. Locally made gets around that.
But it depends, because you have to comply with certain percentage to be national, but you can add some imported raw materials. And and then at the end, you will get a national product. So not 100%, but maybe a 70, or of course it varies from product to product.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get domestic. You can have domestic products and national products, but you wouldn't get a national ice cream. I've never heard of a national ice cream, because people wouldn't buy it. They'd think of it as being, there's no choice. I think especially in the UK, because for a long time people couldn't buy anything that wasn't sort of national. The word national became almost a bad word, because it indicated horribleness and uniformity and cheap ingredients. So British ice cream would be a nonsense, really. You might have Britain's best ice cream, but it's normally it would be a local ice cream. Okay. Good question, though. Good question. Where are you going to get your golden? Okay, golden leaves. No, gold leaf. It's uncountable.
Here we go again.
Golden leaves would be leaves, like tree leaves. Okay. And they would be far too crunchy and hard to eat. Gold leaf on food is, well, you don't even have to chew it. It just kind of swallow it. But golden leaves would probably break your dentures. Otherwise, it's not worth 20. Well, let's get on to Monique's $25,000 ice cream. Is that still the most expensive ice cream in the world? Has anybody beaten it?
I've heard maybe something around 60,000, maybe.
Yeah, so have I. Oh, dear. Now, there is something called the Black Diamond in Dubai, but that's a paltry amount. Okay, that's only got 23 karat gold in it as well. But it's served in a special bowl with a Versace bowl with a Versace spoon. Is it Versace or Versace? Monique, help me. I'm not very much into fashion. Is it Versace or Versace?
Versace.
Versace. Thank you. But this again is just, I think personally, a marketing tactic, as Traum rightly pointed out, because when you read about it, the cafe called Scoopy, okay, it's a gourmet ice cream shop in Dubai, and it's called the Black Diamond Sundae. Okay, let me read out about it. Made with vanilla bean ice cream from Madagascar, saffron from Iran, rare black truffles from Italy, and 23 karat gold. Edible, of course. It's all served in a Versace bowl with a Versace spoon, which you get to keep. Or you can save yourself 2,984 Dubai whatevers and grab some of the cafe's regular ice cream for a reasonably priced, I think, DH. What's DH? What is the... Anyway, 15 a scoop.
Dirhams.
Okay.
Dirhams. DH?
DHS.
Dirhams. I mean the local.
That's the local currency. I have no
Yeah,
idea. I've never been
currency.
there. Never been there. So DH
Yeah.
currency.
Dirhams.
So how much is that in English? Okay, it's only 25 cents. Wow, that's cheap. That's cheap ice cream.
Yeah, it's not. I think it's something around 300, I guess, dollars. I'm not sure, but it's not
Wow.
expensive. I mean, not as much as 60,000 or 20,000, 25,000.
Okay, that's only 4 cents a scoop. 4 euro cents a scoop of ice cream. Wow, I'm living in the wrong place. So I might hang on. What's that in 2,999 then? Okay, it's still 700 odd euros. No, I'm not buying any. I'm wondering if, we should ask Bernie Eccleston's daughters, or let's not. They wouldn't even know. I doubt they pay for much themselves. Okay. So that's the most expensive one in the United Arab Emirates. It looks like everybody wants their own most expensive ice cream. Every continent almost. Okay. So I thought what we could do is just have a little read of a list of the world's most expensive ice creams. Okay, and this is from Finances Online. I think it's about the most up-to-date one I could find, so let's do some reading. Traum, you were the first in the room. If you'd like to start reading.
Okay. Sorry. Indulging, short moment. Indulging in desserts after a nice meal is pretty much a normal course to take. But how much are you willing to spend just to enjoy the costiest sweets on the planet? An ice cream sundae sounds tempting, but will you go for a sundae that will make your jaw drop and your wallet cry? No, not all of us will have the luxury of spoiling ourselves and our loved ones with the world's most expensive desserts. Knowing, however, seems like the next best thing. Here are the world's top 10 priciest desserts.
Very good. Well done. You well corrected on desserts. If you listen to the recording, you'll find that you've started out a little bit too much like the desert, and then you got a little bit better, but it's a definite D at the beginning. Desserts. Try again.
Dessert.
Very good. Good. Okay, so let's see what's at number 10. It's like a countdown, isn't it? Da, 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 da. Okay, Monique, if you would like to read this one.
Okay, number 10, Beyond Gourmet, jelly beans, $500 per jar, jelly, encased in a jar made of crystal. What makes the jelly beans special is the addition of 24-karat gold leaf collections as main ingredients. Confections,
Yeah,
sorry.
confections. Well done,
as
yes.
main ingredients, sorry.
Confections, yes. So gourmet jelly beans. Now, jelly beans, I don't know, have you ever eaten jelly beans?
Green candy.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get what they call gourmet ones, and they come in all sorts of different flavours, including some really disgusting flavours. And to be honest, they're all just sweet for me.
Poo, the taste of poo. Vomit.
Yes, and snot. Yeah, I'll just drown. I wasn't going to say which ones they do. Okay, so
all sorts of things you can think of.
Yeah,
guys.
Absolutely. Pretty. I think they're aimed at children, to be honest. But there you go. Okay. Next one, which is Monique, I think. Oh, sorry. April. April, number 9.
Number 9. Golden opulence Sundae. I've heard about it. No, $1,000. The Tahitian vanilla bean ice cream and specks of Amadei porcelana, the most expensive chocolate in the world, easily make the golden opulence Sundae sounds expensive. But they do not. Perhaps the 24-karat edible gold drachnuts and dessert caviar topping the Sundae will.
Will, yeah, that's it.
Okay,
it's basically comparing. If that doesn't make it sound like the world's most expensive Sundae, then this will. Okay, so it drops, will. And yes, Monique, would you like to tell April where she heard of it before?
Yeah, in Serendipity 3.
Yes.
That one. That's right. Okay.
Following us, you know.
Oh, I've heard of that one. Yeah. Oh, that was too funny. Thank you. That was really funny. Okay, so this isn't just ice creams, by the way, but this includes, of course, ice creams. Okay.
It's only number 9, but is it only number 9 because the place? Maybe it's the place is not so
possibly. Let's see how daft we can get on this. So back to Traum. Hang on a second. Oh. Oh, right, so here we go. Just a bit of cut and paste, okay. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, no, I've missed number 8. What's happened to number 8? Hang on, that's not right. So where's number... Oh, no, there is no number 8. How bizarre. It's not me that's missed number 8. They've missed number 8. They can't count. Never mind. And they're a financial website. OMG. They didn't even notice number 8 wasn't there. So let's just jump to number 7. Hermina.
Yeah. Okay. We take it on. The Golden Phoenix Cupcake, $1,000 per cake. Exotic vanilla beans from Uganda and edible gold are just some of the ingredients found in the Golden Phoenix Cupcake. Sold at Dubai's Bloomsbury Cupcakes. This expensive dessert is served on a Villari 24 karat gold cake stand.
Very good. Never heard of Villari. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Phoenix, not Phoenix, Phoenix, the Golden Phoenix.
Golden Phoenix.
And Uganda.
Okay, Uganda.
Yes, very good. Yeah, but it does say number 7, Rima. They're joint 9th. Yeah, not joining the 9th place. They're joint 9th. Okay. Yes, you're right, but it still says number 7 on their website, so I'll still mock them. Okay. Any questions?
Yep. Yes. Lynn, the price per cake, exotic vanilla beans, $1,000. S at the end? Oh no.
Okay, at the end, what do you mean? You say
$1,000.
1,000. Yeah, it's $1,000 per cake, dollars. But you could say it's a $1,000 cake. Okay,
would also be right.
If you change the amount into an adjective, so it's let me just find my dollar sign. $1,000 cake. Okay, there the $1,000 is an adjective, so it goes into singular. Okay.
Okay.
Does gold really taste so good? Hazel, I'll give you the link to the video that we were listening to. Okay, and they do give a description. I can't remember exactly what he says, but when they're eating it, they've got quite a good description of the gold. And it's not taste, it's texture and eye candy. Okay. Any other questions about that text? No?
Who is asked? Everybody?
Everybody, yes.
Okay.
They say that gold goes well with ice cream. That's what they say, yeah, but am I ever going to find out? I've only ever had a tiny, tiny speck of gold leaf on a little meringue once. Honestly, might as well not have bothered. No, it doesn't taste of anything. And to be honest, it didn't look that nice to me because I was like, why is there metal on my pudding? So, Monique, you're next. Number 6.
Okay, this is too much. Okay, number 6, and a slice from the royal wedding cake, $4,160. In a recent auction, a slice from the Prince William Kate Middleton wedding cake was sold for $4,150. The slice is said to be more than 2 years old.
Yes. Do you know what? If I was Kate, if I was William and Kate, I'd find out which miserly guest sold that cake on my wedding cake being sold online. I'd be so angry. I really would. It's just crazy, isn't it? But some idiot bought it. So who's the crazy one? Okay, just something about reading out numbers. I noticed it the other day in your news roundup reading, Monique. It's $4,160. Okay, not 4,100. It's just 4,100. Now, in British English, we do say 160, whereas, of course, Americans just say 160. So an American would say probably something like $4,160, and a Brit would say $4,160.
Okay.
There's no and between a million or the thousands, etc. You are popping one in. I don't know why, but maybe you're trying to sound British.
That's weird. I have a mix of things now, so I don't care.
Yeah, it can
anymore.
happen.
It
can happen. It develops into a habit. Okay. So the next one for April, we're going to start getting.
Why is the price? Why is the price different? First, they said 4,160, the royal wedding cake, a slice from, and then they said a slice from the.
Inflation. It's already it's already sold. Yeah, but it's already sold for 4,150. So you're going to have to pay at least 4,160 to buy it back. Nobody's going to sell it for the same amount. I am joking. I don't know, but yes, I would say they've probably gone. Well, it's already sold in auction. for 4,150. The next time it sells, it will have gone up. Okay.
So the same cake, the same slice of cake.
I don't know if it's April, you're overthinking it. I don't know. Maybe, could be.
You see, I shouldn't ask anything.
No, you should always ask. Just don't expect me to always know. And let's just have a look at this image. Okay, this was the cake. Can you see it?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect, but not for 4,000. No.
No, that's not 4,000. That slice
The
here,
slice,
a little slice there is 4,000. It's crazy, isn't it? What a world we're living in, hey? Okay.
It's licked already.
If it was Prince William that licked it, people would pay more.
No, even that. The saliva,
yeah.
Saliva.
Oh my goodness, we're back onto drool. Oh dear. So I've just got to check a word here. I'm not even sure if it's actually a word. I think it's not. No, it's not. Silly people. So let me just do that. Oh, no. Okay, let me just check this before I thought as much. I don't know if it's meant to be frozen, but I don't like that use of my language, so I'm going to change it. Maybe they're saying the R should be rolled, the frozen chocolate. Okay, try that then, April.
Number 5. Frozen chocolate oat, $25,000. That's the one from Monique. Served in one of the most popular dessert establishments in New York City, Serendipity. In New York City, Serendipity. The frozen chocolate oat is made of 24 different types of cocoas.
Bear with me 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Hold it. I'll come back.
Okay. Cocoas or cocos? Well, how do you pronounce that? Coco? My dictionary, Monique, say cocoa. So cocos.
Yeah, you're right. Like cocos.
Yeah, you see, my dictionary is a good one. And Lynn never believed that. She always said I have to throw out my dictionary. Cocos. It's like cocos. The coconut. No.
Like coconuts. Yeah, like coconut. Like cocos, but it's not like cocos. I think so.
Oh, cocoa. Oh, yeah, coca. It's not coca. Cocaine.
No, it's not cocaine. That's another thing. No.
It's not the coca.
Hi, April.
They're so small, the letters. I have problem with my eyes here. As branded as the priciest cocos in the world. On top of that, what was it? What was it?
Well, so quiet. I'm back.
No, so, yeah, I talked the whole time. I talk about my dictionary.
Your dictionary is famous. What have I done with like it? Oh, she was just, I had to go because hubby told me that a parcel was arriving between 1 and 4, and could I please make sure I got it? It's really important. So normally I just ignore it and he can go and pick it up from the post office, but this time it's like, please don't ignore it. Oh, okay. So I did promise, so I had to go. Okay, so April, I'm so sorry. Would you mind reading that again?
Okay. Number 5, frozen chocolate oat, $25,000, served in one of the most popular dessert establishments in New York City. Serendipity, the frozen chocolate oat, is made of 24 different types of cocoas, 14 of which are branded as the priciest cocos in the world. On top of that, the chocolate sundae is topped with edible 23 carat gold. Adding to the lavish creation are the edible gold decorations crusting the goblet. Oh. To help you consume such extravagant creation is a gold diamond encrusted spoon. And you can bring it home or not.
Probably you can take it home. Yes, don't worry. Leica is still alive and kicking, lying on the rug, having had a lovely bark. I don't tell her off for barking because if anybody tries to burgle us, I want her to bark. But okay, so yes, $25,000 ice cream. Okay, so we're only on number 5. Are you getting the idea of how ridiculous this might be about to get? So we're back on ice cream for this one. And I think, Traum, it's your turn again. I love the name of this one.
Okay, the absurdity sundae, $60,000. 3 ice cream sundaes are probably a bore if you are going to shell out $60,000 for something that you can enjoy at the peak of MT. Mountain Kilimanjaro in Africa. The Three Winds Ice Cream's founder will accompany you to the mountain and personally make the world renowned absurdity sundae while you enjoy the view from Africa's tallest peak. The prize also includes first-class ticket to Tanzania, a stay at a 5-star hotel, a climb with a tour guide, and a T-shirt for a souvenir. Crazy. Mount. Yeah, I got it at the end, Lind. Mount. I can hear you. I can't hear you.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Here it is Mount Kilimanjaro is what they call that particular mountain. Kilimanjaro is a mountain, but it is called Mount Kilimanjaro, like Mount Everest, yeah? Okay. So here Mount Empty is short for Mount. And well done for the world renowned. Well done. You corrected yourself.
Yeah.
Very famous.
I didn't find the E, and I had to watch it closer, then I saw it's a different word.
Well spotted. Okay, so Monique, are you ready? Because we're on number 3 next.
Okay. Okay.
And we're in Japan.
Okay, so number 3, platinum cake, $130,000. In an effort to encourage women to wear platinum jewelry, Japanese pastry chef Nobu Ikara whipped up the platinum cake. As the term suggests, the cake contains platinum flakes along with platinum necklace, pins, and pendants. Ikara dedicated the platinum cake to popular Japanese women Rinko Kikuchi, and Ji Kumasawa, among others.
We need Shiny here for this one, don't we?
Exactly.
No, I'd never heard of them either. Okay, so yeah, we've gone from gold, which is a precious metal, to platinum. Okay, and platinum is actually a rarer metal than gold, and it is actually worth more, but it's just because of its rarity. So, yeah, people are now pooping platinum too. Wonderful. Rima's got a question here, though. Rima, if you remember to mark them as a question, then they kind of pop out at me. To shell out means to pay. Okay, if you shell out money, it normally indicates it's a lot of money. We had to shell out for his university fees. That means it cost a lot. Okay, and April's asked.
Sorry, but when you use that phrasal verb, is when you are paying something reluctantly. I mean, it's something you have to pay for, but it's not like
it indicates it's expensive and you didn't really want to pay it, but not always. Sometimes people boast about such things. Yeah, I shelled out $50,000 for this ice cream. It's like, wow.
Okay.
But I had to shell out $50,000 in university fees. Then that's the reluctance. Yeah. But the implication is it was a lot of money. Okay. Thank you, Rima. April, what if you live in Tanzania? Would the Sundae be cheaper? Doubtful. I very much doubt it. Yeah, exactly. It's all about showing off. It's all about going, check it out. Look how much money I've got. I don't even have to think about shelling out that much money. I don't get it, but there you go. As long as they're happy. Okay, then next one. April, are you ready? Number 2.
But are you sure that they are happy if they can buy this? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. I doubt it. That's what I said. I doubt it. I said, as long as they're happy, but I doubt it. If you're happy, why would you want to spend that much money on a piggy ice cream? Anyway, this is getting really silly now, April, so a level of sarcasm in your voice might be appropriate here. Not that we're judging. Go on, give it a go.
Okay, number 2. Strawberries are now $1.4 million. Is that the point? Oh no, $1.4 million strawberries marinated in the best pot and served with mint and cream make up the Strawberries Arno. Available in Arno, one of New Orleans' posh dining establishments, the $1.4 million dessert is topped with a 4.7 carat pink diamond ring that once was owned by Sir Ernest Cassell, an English financier. The Strawberries Arno comes with a port, which is served from a Charles X crystal cave set worth $25,000.
Wow.
But you have to give it back.
Well, I don't know. What happens if you follow the ring? Do they just wait for a bit before you give it back? I don't know. Do you get to keep the ring? Why have something on top of your pudding that you can't eat and you can't keep? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And unfortunately, this particular article doesn't tell us. But if you have a look in here, this is it. There you are. There's the ring on your strawberry. Just looks like strawberries and cream to me.
Yeah, it looks. It doesn't look expensive at all.
No. But there's the diamond ring, of course. That's the one that makes. But there can only be one if it was owned by somebody.
I can make that at home.
The world's getting weirder, do you think? I truly believe the world is getting strange. Okay, so the next one, which is back to Hermina. Hermina, you're going to get number 1. Mm-hmm.
Why you write carat for diamond with C and carat for gold is in with K?
No idea. Good question. Haven't got a clue. Just that's what people do. I guess to distinguish between carats that are diamonds and carats that are gold.
We write it in the same way, always with K.
Well, I don't think it matters. 24 carat or carat, as long as you don't spell it CARROT. Okay, carat with a C is used for measuring gemstones and pearls. And carat with a K is used for measuring gold. Who knew? But there you go. Thank you, Google. Good question. I learned something. I would have written it with a C as well, but obviously then people would have known I didn't know what I was talking about. Yep, carrot, but never carrot. Unless the world's starving and suddenly carrots become a little bit more important than they were before. And then you'd swap your 24 karat gold for 1 carat. Okay, I hope we don't see. Okay, Traum, are you ready to read the last one?
Yes, I am.
Without screaming. Here you go.
Number 1. Diamond fruitcake. Oh gosh. $1.65 million, as the name suggests. The fruitcake has diamonds in them. 223 diamonds to be exact. This sweet creation took about 6 months to bake. The Japanese pastry chef who expertly baked the fruit cake has expertly kept the ingredients a secret.
There you go. So
wonderful. Wow. Wow. Oh, I wouldn't allow myself to eat it. Wow.
Oh no, it would end up being like the Easter egg that April has kept all these years. Have you eaten that Easter egg yet, April?
The Easter egg, no, it's still. Yeah. It's not yet finished. The bigger one, the filling is empty. So
okay.
It is only the big
shell.
Yeah, just the shell.
Wonderful. Okay, so on that note, we have run out of time. But as you can see, we started off the series with what we thought was a ridiculous price for an ice cream. And then Monique showed us on Monday that there's more ridiculous. And then today we find out just how ridiculous people can be. The only one I actually agree with is the absurdity one. I thought that was very well named. And at least you get a trip with it and a t-shirt. Come on, who wouldn't pay that much money for a t-shirt? But I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you enjoyed the whole series. And I hope you realize that the world is a mad, crazy place. Any questions before we finish?
It seems like it's a different matrix,
Yeah, I know. It's like you're falling down the rabbit hole.
Completely different world than our
world.
It
is a different world. It is. And it's the internet that's open. This has been going on for years. Okay, but the internet has opened it up to our prying eyes. We wouldn't have probably even known these things existed before the internet, but suddenly people are looking for the next most outrageous. Maybe these things wouldn't have existed before the internet. As Traum said, it's such great publicity. Okay, maybe not the best thing to do in a world where the 1% has most of the wealth and the rest of the people are, the rest of the humanity is really struggling. It does remind me of the French Revolution. I am, the let them eat cake thing. It's just like, oh my goodness, it all seems to be happening again. But that's the world we're living in. So I don't know, maybe ignorance is bliss. Fruitcakes, diamond encrusted fruitcakes. I still want to know about that ring though. Do I get to keep the ring? I might write to them. My students want to know if they buy that, do they get to keep the ring?
But not a t-shirt. No, Lynn, no. With gold of diamonds, a t-shirt, no.
Exactly. The poverty in a whole country could be beaten. They could pay off the national debt with one fruitcake. Is there any higher level to eat food? Well, to me, the highest level of food is, was it made with love and does it taste nice? I don't care about anything that's on it or in it as long as it looks good, tastes nice, and it was made with love. Reem, hi, nice to see you. When did you join us? Okay, so we'll finish now. And next week we'll start something else. If you've got any ideas or thoughts or wishes that you'd like to tackle in Talk to the Hand, based on watching a video first, and then we can talk about it as we did the last few weeks. Let me know on the forum. If not, I'll come up with something and surprise you next week. Okay? You're welcome. Thank you, Monique. Bye. The net bed at me. I'm not sure what you mean, Reem. The net bed at me. Oh, your net connection is bad, maybe. I'm not sure what you mean, Reem. I'm sorry. Maybe the net is bad for me? I don't know. Anyway, thanks, Rima. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Hazel. Hazel, next time, see if you can, if you're on a computer or PC or laptop, see if you can raise your hand and we can get you in to talk with us, which would be cool. You couldn't speak. Okay. Yeah. The net connections are our worst enemy sometimes, but at least you could hear. And don't forget, if you missed a bit, you can watch the catch up video. Okay. You can watch the replay. Okay. Anyway, lovely talking to you all. Thanks for taking part. Bye. See you next time. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and hello. It's Lynn here from the Learn English Network with Talk to the Hand, and we are going to finish our discussion and listening to and talking about the $1,000 Worth It Challenge, where they took us from a $1.99 ice cream to a $1,000 ice cream. So first we're going to just listen to what we didn't have time to last week with the text. Okay. And then once we've finished that, it's only a short bit at the end, from the end of the video. Once we've finished that, we will open up to anybody who wants to join us and come and speak with us. Okay, so let's begin with when they start to vote about what their worth it winner was. That means which ice cream they thought was the best value, not the most delicious, not the tastiest, not their favorite, but the best value. That's what worth it means. Yeah. Worth it. It's worth it. Thank you, Shiny. Thank you. So yes, April, you should hear something. We're going to have to do some sessions on anything and something. You should hear something, as in me, or you should hear someone. Okay. So if you can't, April, Shiny can. So guys, if you could just 111 me, if you can hear me and it's clear before I start streaming. Live stream offline. No, it's online. Silence. No voice. Okay. Have you cleared your cache, guys? Monique 222, Hazel 111. Okay. Try refreshing. We're listening and reading first together, and then afterwards I will invite everybody in. Okay? Good. You can hear me. Good. Yes. Remember, when you're an attendee, you can hear, and when you're a presenter, you can speak. You only become a presenter when I accept your request to speak. Okay? Good. Relax. Hello, Muna. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's carry on. Next bit of the text. As I say, they're going to start talking about which one is their worth it winner.
Caviar is my new favorite thing.
So we had 3 different ice creams across 2 different cities. Which ice cream was the most worth it at its price?
On a hot summer day, just wrapped up at the beach, Foster's Freeze is the place I would go to first. The flavors you get at Scoops, that's my worth it winner.
Wow.
Okay, so Andrews voted that Scoops is his worth it winner. And notice again, which ice cream was the most worth it at its price? Okay, so which one was the best value but also worth having? Some things can be cheap and minging, as in revolting. You wouldn't want to eat them. April, you and I were talking about generic products and branded products, and I still prefer Kellogg's cornflakes to any cornflakes from supermarket brands. Admittedly, I've never tried Aldi. I don't go to Aldi. I'm a snob. Okay. Any questions so far? Aldi's. Yeah, I know, April. It's just, it's such a horrible experience, and they treat their staff so horribly. You know, they have to get through so many different customers all the time. You know, speed. No time to chat or relax or try refreshing. Half can hear me, half can't. April can. Okay, now you can. Okay, now you can. Strange, very strange. I was talking the whole time, so it'll be interesting to see what comes through on the actual broadcast. Okay, so now you can all hear me. Fingers crossed. I hope you'll be able to hear this. So if you can hear the recording, could you 111 me again once you can hear the recording, so that I know I'm not playing to an empty room? Okay. So bear with me 1 second. I'll just have to make sure. Oh, yes, I'll need to enable that. Okay. So 111 me if you can hear.
I'm on so much sugar right now, Andrew.
Gotta stop having ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
If there was like a $150 version of that, I would get that regularly.
That's a lie.
Ice cream.
Okay, so this is where they start to really talk quite quickly, I'm afraid. Okay, so, oh, wrong window. Hang on a second. And at the beginning, he's on a sugar rush. He says, I'm on so much sugar right now. Almost like sugar is acting like a drug. Okay, we might have a bit of a connection issue with you, Traum, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it will settle down. Okay, so let's have another listen with the text this time. Sorry, I forgot to put the text up. So let me just...
I'm on so much sugar right now, Andrew.
Gotta stop having ice cream for breakfast.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
If there was like a $150 version of that, I would get that regularly.
That's a lie.
Ice cream and cat.
So, I haven't given you permission yet, Traum. We're listening first. Oh, you didn't hear this bit, did you? You forgot already. Oh, I forgot that. I forget that. That would mean you do it all the time. I forgot it. Oh, I had forgotten that, or I had already forgotten that. Okay. Okay. So let's carry on. And we go back to the ice cream eventually. Up to the end. Okay.
Oh my god, that whole experience changed my life. Changed my life, but it was $1,000, and I don't typically have $1,000 on me. All that being said, I think I'm gonna have to go with Foster's Freeze. The classic flavors, the ones you want, and the value on that is insane. That to me is the epitome of ice cream.
Adam?
He said scoops. I don't know, what are we gonna do now?
Eat something, eat real food.
Foreshadowing!
All right, we're done.
No idea what he says at the end there either. I could have sent them a message saying, "What did you just say?" But it doesn't matter. It's like, maybe it's something he does every video. I don't know. We'll find out maybe if we do another of these. So let's just listen to the end, which is an introduction to their next challenge. Okay, but you can watch that and listen to it on your own, because I think we'll be done with this particular thread this week. Okay, so let's get right through to the end.
I know that people are going to look at this pizza and say it's burnt. What do you think about that?
Who's going to say that?
Okay, so I'll be honest, I watched that right to the end again because I was transcribing, and I thought I wouldn't say that to that guy's face. He looks really scary. But yeah, suddenly they start beeping and beeping. I'm like, oh no. But it's the internet. People beep on the internet. Say hello, how are you today? I like other shops. Any questions? You okay? Everybody happy? Good. Excellent. Okay, now unfortunately, there's a little bit of swearing in this, but they start to relax here. They've gone off script, kind of. So they've gone a little bit off script. And then suddenly they see puppies. Now, in all honesty, when they see the puppies, I'm just, I couldn't figure out what they were saying. We'll talk about the puppies when I invite you in to speak. Okay. I couldn't figure it out. I'm sorry. It was like, okay, I have no idea what you guys just said. So when it comes to the puppies, forget it. No idea. Yeah, that noise he made. What was that? Okay, let's carry on.
Cuban cigar, coffee, ice cream, that's the next level. It just kind of expands your mind in a way that food kind of rarely does.
I felt like a little kid this entire trip. Eating ice cream for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Come on, ice cream is the best.
Oh, they got puppies.
What?
Oh,
what?
Buddy. What? Worth it.
Serendipity.
Just like, what? Did you not see the puppies, April? Puppies and kittens. Yeah, he goes, oh, beep. They got puppies. Oh, what? Oh, buddy. Like, eek. Just didn't get it. I did my best. Okay, I did my best to help you understand what they were saying. But generally, they were just exclamations of surprise and joy. Okay. And let's face it, who doesn't like kittens and puppies? They are the stars of the internet.